Marriage joins two people who trust in the love they have found. It is a partnership in which each can continue to grow and be your true selves while sharing in the development of each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Doug, and I am father of the bride. I have to tell you now that I'm really not used to public speaking. I've only DJ'd for 39 years, so bear with me. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for joining this in the celebration with Lorraine, Linda, myself and Stan. I'm sure you will agree it has been a wonderful day so far, and one that nobody will ever forget.
And now, ladies and gents, to the two people who stand in front of us today. How did Natalie and Ray end up here declaring their love and making a commitment in front of you, their family and friends? Well, Natalie and her sister Claire regularly went to see a band that Ray plays in. Originally, it was to support the drummer, who is Natalie's brother-in-law Gordon. Natalie admired Ray from afar. Well, what she really said was she fancied the pants off him. After a few gigs, Ray made the move and asked Natalie on a date. Their first date was on Ray's birthday on the 11th of April 2014. They went to Amicus Apple for something to eat and some cocktails, which led to a few tequilas and dancing to a Grease megamix.
We would also like to officially welcome Ray into our family. We know him as the Exorcist, because when he comes to who's, he clears out his spirits. I know that he is a kind and loving husband, Natalie, he will be, because he told me that he loves you. Many, 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 many times in his stag night, he told me he loved you.
In 2015, Ray moved in with Natalie into her flat at Ash Grove, and after a lot of persuasion, Natalie managed to convince Ray to get Ralph, the Frenchie, in January 2016. 6 months later, when they decided it was a lot of effort going up and down the stairs to their top floor flat to walk Ralph, they decided to buy their house in Muggy Moss.
He's also a very old-fashioned guy, is Ray, because I remember the day that we were down at the Scottish Cup final in Glasgow. Before heading to Hampden, we were in a local hostelry, and Ray said, "I'll come up and give you a hand with the drinks." At this point, he says, "I'd like to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage." Unfortunately, it was a bittersweet day that day because Aberdeen got beat 2-1 for Celtic, but we'll skip all that.
While sitting in the gardens drinking wine, Ray asked Natalie to dance with him. As he gave her a twirl, she turned round to find him down on one knee. And here we are, 2 years on. Natalie and Ray have spent a lot of time saving and planning for their special day.
When your hair is turned to winter and your teeth are in a plate, when your get up and go has got up and wait, I'll still be loving you. When your attributes have shifted and you're not as spry as now, I'll count the joys you bring me, not the wrinkles on your brow. I'll still be loving you. When the crackle in your voice matches in with your knees, and the times are getting frequent that you don't remember me, I'll still be loving you. Growing old is not a sin. It's something we all do. I hope you'll always understand that I'll still be loving you.
At this point, I am supposed to tell you how wonderful Natalie is. On the 20th of August, 1990. Oh, it's doing so well. This bundle of joy appeared in my arms. Then appeared the sleepless nights, the sickness, wetting herself and crying herself to sleep. But that's enough about your 18th birthday party, and that's it really is.
Natalie and Ray are about to take the next step in an adventure. You have become an integral part of each other's lives and become part of one another's families too. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, we have come to the heart of today's ceremony, where Ray and Natalie will make their legal declarations to each other and exchange rings. These rings are a visible sign of the commitment you're about to make. May they always serve as a reminder of how you feel towards each other today, and something to look back on and smile. Now, Ray, please say your vows to Natalie and repeat after me. I, Ray John Bain Lawrence.
I, Ray John Bain Lawrence.
Accept you.
Accept you.
Natalie Louise Yule.
Natalie Louise Yule.
In marriage.
In marriage.
As my wife.
As my wife.
And place the ring. On off it goes. Gently. Natalie, please say your vows to Ray and repeat after me. I, Natalie Louise Ray. You, edit that bit out. I, Natalie Louise Yule.
I, Natalie Louise Yule.
Accept you.
Accept you.
Ray John Bain Lawrence.
Ray John Bain Lawrence.
In marriage.
In marriage.
As my husband.
As my husband.
Ray and Natalie, you've chosen to marry and have pledged your love, respect and commitment for each other. You have promised to stand by each other throughout whatever your lives together may bring. And following the declarations made before me and in the presence of these witnesses and guests, it gives me great pleasure, Ray and Natalie, to declare you legally married and pronounce you husband and wife. Ray, you may kiss your new wife.
It has to be said though, all the achievements in Ray Brower, the biggest and best thing you could come away with it is Natalie. She's changed your life for by far the better.
I've known Ray all my life, and for the last 5 years I've seen someone so happy, and it's down to you, Natalie. You definitely know how to control him, because he's a bit of a handful. I've always been proud to call you my brother, but I'm even happier to call you my sister-in-law. Sorry. Today we add another member to our family, and we cannot be happier. Best wishes to both of you for years to come. I'd like to raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Lawrence.
Ray, I would like to give you one piece of advice if I can about marriage. Always make sure that you get the last two words in an argument. And also make sure that those two words are, yes, dear. Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you to charge your glasses and be upstanding in a toast to the bride and groom.
Now, just to finish their story, I asked Natalie and Ray if they could come up with 3 things they just love about each other. Here are the 3 things that Natalie said she just loves about Ray. She says, I love you because the morning after a night out when we wake up or hungover, you always go and pick up the McDonald's for breakfast. I love you because no matter what kind of day we're having, you always tell me that I'm beautiful every single day. And finally she said, I love you because you've shaved your beard for today. And here are the 3 things that Ray just loves about Natalie. He said, I love how you can listen to me dreaming big about everything. He said, I also love how you bring me back down to earth and put me in my place. And finally said, I love how you make me a better version of myself.
So obviously, Natalie looks absolutely stunning. The bridesmaids look amazing. When I first met her, I thought, beautiful, she's got to be mine forever, and it's happened. So if everyone would like to stand up, and we'll toast to Natalie. To Natalie.
To represent this love and sharing that we've just witnessed, Natalie and Ray would like to have a traditional Scottish hand fasting. For this we require 2 ribbons, symbolising 2 people and 2 individuals coming together and being joined as one today. When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart. When the one whose eyes you gaze into gives your hopes and dreams their start. And when the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight. And the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right. When the one whom you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you have found the one and only love you'll share your whole life through. If you've ever wondered, ladies and gentlemen, where the term tying the knot comes from, well, now you know. This is no knot tied of steel. This is a knot tied in love and meant to be kept like this forever. May it never come undone under the strains of life. Now, I would like to send Natalie and Ray into their new life together with what I call my Doric blessing. A marriage is a promise to our hearts be glad to mak. A promise to be tender, to help, to gie and tack. A marriage is a promise to be kind, to understand, to be thoughtful and considerate, to be fair and nae demand. A marriage is a promise to share our life together, filled with love, and meant to be kept it like yon forever.